Oh, hi, Mark. It's been a while since I uploaded here, eh? Yeah, yeah. I've been very lazy. But that's okay. We expect nothing else of me. I, uh, I thrive in an environment of low expectations, so I'm glad that my people know what to expect. What's funny is I don't lose subscribers, and I really appreciate that because I treat you guys like shit. Um, yeah. Not that most of you watch the videos, but you stick around. You do. Uh, so, I had watched a movie today, and I actually ended up beating a video game today. And I uploaded a review of the video game on my new channel, um, Super Battlefront Asylum 4. Still getting used to saying that, which it's exactly like this channel. There's no gameplay spliced in. If that sounds boring, then it's not for you. I just talk about the video game that I just played. And I was like, I haven't uploaded on Ohimark reviews in so long, and I need to change that. I need to stop being a dill hole. So I watched a movie today called Whisper. Now, Whisper is a film that came out sometime in the 2000s, was directed by some guy, and stars some people. And I really can't get much more. Oh, that's nice. I just noticed that. I got my fiance's prescription and the. Oh, actually, that's my dog's prescription. And the printer in the shot there. That was really pretty. I hope you guys liked that. Anyway, I really don't have a whole lot of knowledge about this movie, and I'll be damned if I do the slightest bit of research. I do know that Michael Rooker is one of the stars in this movie. I do also recognize the other guy. I even looked up who he was earlier, or one of the other guys, and I still couldn't tell you who he is because I forgot. So I don't know, dude. Kiss my ass. I honestly couldn't tell you. But the film is called Whisper. The film is about a group of criminals who abduct a small child from a wealthy family, um, and they're being paid to do this by someone, and hold him for ransom. There are some more moving pieces in the background. I'm going to tell you right off the bat, I'm spoiling this frickin' movie, dude. You're not missing out on anything, and the movie came out like fucking 90 years ago. The movie came out in the silent generation, practically. All right? It was like 2007 or some shit. That's basically prehistoric at this point. So I'm spoiling it, okay? Essentially, the twists and turns that the movie has are completely predictable. I called this probably not even halfway into the film. I didn't think there was much having to do with a story, to be honest. I thought it was just like they were going to abduct this little kid. Creepy supernatural stuff was going to happen, and then the creepy supernatural stuff happens, and then the movie's over, and it'll do whoop a ding. Yeah, no, so once they started calling the guy who hired them, and it was a person with a voice disguiser, I was like, oh, okay, so that's gonna be the kid's mom, because the kid's mom knows that the kid is like wild. Um, wild. That's very articulate. Uh, the kid's wild. That's why they were paid to abduct him. He was just like he put his tidy whities on his head and run around the house riding an imaginary horse. I don't know. I don't know. I do this off the cuff. Can you tell? Anywho, so yeah, the story was completely predictable. I don't have like a ton positive to say about this movie. I'm gonna be totally honest. The characters are really flat. really boring. You get these two main characters who are in a relationship and they seem okay at first. And not particularly likable, but not heinously hateable. They're just sort of characters in a movie. And now there's a car alarm going off outside. Um, I gotta go check if it's my car. It was not my car. It stopped right as I stood up. It was one of my neighbors. Anyway, um, so the movie is. Sorry, the characters. These two characters are not particularly likable. The main two that we follow, I don't know them from anything. The guy I might have seen in something before, I don't really know. Um, Off the top of my head, I don't necessarily recognize his face. And they're very one note. They don't really do anything. I mean, we understand their motivation. That's not enough to make me care. Like they portray them as like caring people, I guess, and that's the angle the movie takes so that you don't be like, yeah, you get what you deserve when the little kid starts killing people. But then all the other characters are so flat and boring. Even Michael Rooker, who is just severely underutilized in this movie, he's not they do nothing with him. He's not like a bad guy, he's not like a good guy. I mean, he is a bad guy objectively because he's part of this team of criminals who abduct a child, but like they do nothing with him. And then there's another guy who's the other guy that I recognize. And he's supposed to be like the bad guy. Like he's a dirt bag, you know. He's the dastardly fella. No, he's Dirty Dan. And well, Dirty Dan isn't that dirty. He's not like he's a bad guy. Don't get me wrong, but he is not as horrible as this movie needs him to be in order for him to be the heel in this group of people. They don't even do hateability correct. I mean, you find out that they are the guy Dirty Dan, and we're just going to refer to him as Dirty Dan from now on. Dirty Dan and the woman of the group have been bumping uglies behind the main character's back. I think the main character's name is Max. I think that's like the one thing that I remember from the whole movie. They've been bumping uglies. They've been going at it. They've been thrashing around like a couple of wild zebras being hopped on by lions. I don't know. I got lost. Okay. They've been fucking. So, um, and she's in a relationship with Max. Um, what was the point of my telling you that? I don't even remember now. So I guess that kind of adds to him being like the heel. Other than that, he just acts violent towards the kid that they abducted sometimes. And the movie expects me to go, how dare you? That is a child. They abducted him. You can't have certain kidnappers are better than the other kid. No, they're all just kidnappers. And he's not like horrendously violent. He's like he is violent, and obviously he shouldn't behave that way towards children. But look, in his defense, I didn't think I'd be defending like the worst bad guy of the movie other than the little fucking demon kid. But in his defense, there is very clearly something wrong with this child. Something supernaturally wrong with this child, which everyone seems to just ignore throughout the entire plot. They must really want this money, but there is something very spooky dooky going on here, and just nobody cares. Um, in any case, yeah, he's a nothing burger, just like Michael Rooker. Like Michael Rooker is like neutral. He's like neutral bad, And then the other guy's like neutral good, and then his girlfriend is also neutral good, except she's not because she's also cheating on her boyfriend with this douchebag. I don't I don't get it. Who am I supposed to like in this movie? I don't like anybody. The characters are nothing. You get that. The little demon child is beyond bad. I all of his line delivery is really flat, and I understand it's a kid. I'm not. It doesn't need to be the best, but there's something in there has to be better than this. It is just really, really flat. He at no point shows any kind of he's not good at like faking emotion, like even like he's a little evil bastard, so like he's got to manipulate these people. He's not good at that. He just he's very flat the whole film, like a little psychopath, and every once in a while he'll go like that. He doesn't even really smile with his eyes like that. He's like, it's like the very slightest smile when something bad happens to somebody. Bowser, no, sir. It's not good, is what I'm saying. The movie looks like every other movie you've ever seen. I really don't know. I don't even know how to critique the way this movie looks because it's just very boring. Yeah, there are some nice shots, I guess, of like wilderness and things like that. I just don't care. I don't care. There's no gore in this movie. Not that a movie needs gore, but I feel like when a movie is this kind of boring, honestly, it was a pretty boring movie. You need something for me to latch onto, and I am not latching onto the performances. I am not latching onto the way the movie is shot, and I'm not latching on to any of the kills. For Christ's sake, Michael Rooker dies of a heart attack, and this other guy drowns in a lake. And by the middle of the film, when you're starting to wise up to this movie shtick, which is, oh, what's wrong with this kid? And it's the most basic answer that they could have given you in cinema, which is, oh, it's Damien from The Omen, but not Damien from The Omen. Oh my God, shut up, shut up. I, I don't know, I don't know. That's not for me. Um, I will say it never outright says he's the Antichrist, but it's a little kid with supernatural abilities. He like indirectly kills people through mysterious ways, and he knows things that he shouldn't know, and he dogs surround him. Like he has hellhounds, they're black wolves. Those were cool, I guess. I do like those in some scenes. They are interesting. I like in a couple of shots, it'll be on one of the wolves and it shows its eyes and they're like glowing as though they're reflecting headlights. That's really cool. I like that a lot. Um, but I mean, that's not enough to save it. There's like a couple of scenes with the wolves, and the wolves are decent when they're here, but they're also not that threatening. I mean, they come in and they growl. That's pretty scary. A wolf growling at you. Like I'm not discounting that. But they're pretty easily scared off, to be honest with you. Like, hounds of hell is a stretch for these little fellers, all right? They shoot a shotgun up in the air and it just runs off. So, yeah, there's not much for me to latch onto. The intrigue of the story was semi there. Um, I cared minimally, I'll say, uh, once you find out that there is more going on than creepy little omen boy killing people in a cabin. And then it all just kind of washes away when you find out that's exactly what I thought was going to happen. Towards the end of the film, the little boy convinces the girl that he is an angel. She asks him what he is, and he says an angel. And he tells her that Max is going to try and kill him and that she needs to save him, which pits her against Max at the end of the movie. And Max is trying to, oh, and she's pregnant. I don't know why that was relevant to the movie. I think it was just a cheap way to raise the stakes, to be 100% honest with you. She is pregnant. But she's not just pregnant, and the drama, because she's pregnant with what's his face's baby, the guy that died under the lake. Max comes back at the end of the movie and they have a very lackluster shootout. He goes to find the little demon boy. He thinks he shoots him. He actually shoots her. Who cares? Who the hell cares? There are very minimal good things about the movie. As I said, the dogs are interesting, sort of, kind of. There's like a couple of tense moments containing the dogs. Um, I think the thing that I like the best is that he draws on the walls with the crayons they give him, and the drawings look awesome. And it's just like they're very creepy. And as he's picking off the members of this crew of criminals, he's blacking out the member that he just picked off, and like he draws a wolf and that looks really cool, and it's just all over the walls, looks like some kind of mental asylum patient's room. And then at one point in the movie, everything, all the drawings begin like bleeding out of the eyes and the mouth. That looks rad. If this movie had more moments like that, I'd probably like the movie a lot more. And while I cannot say this movie's horrendous, so I'm not going to give it a terrible score, I will say I don't really recommend that you watch this movie. Um, if you want to, go ahead. You're probably not going to hate your life. You probably aren't going to have the best time of your life, though. So I'm going to give this movie like a 4 out of 10. It just isn't. It's not amazing, and I don't want to take my time with it back, but I probably will never watch it again. So that is my review of Whisper. Not a great film. I will try to upload more regularly, I swear to God. Um, really? That's what we're doing? No. No? Hush. Hush your face. You can't see him, but his tail's just. Is I talking to you? Is Dad talking to you? Hi. Oh, jeez. Say hello to Bowser. This is the asshole who just barked. Say hi to the people. Say hi to the people. Yeah, say hi to them. All right. Ooh. All right. I'll catch you, ladies and gents, on the next one. Probably more gents than ladies, but that's okay. This face attracts men, and I'm very secure about that. How you doing, fellas? I'll catch you on the next one.